Hey everyone and welcome to Storytime. My name is Jake and today we are going to be looking at the subreddit r/entitledparents. If you're new around here, please do hit subscribe down below, and also there's going to be a poll on the top right of your screen, so if you can vote on that, that'd be greatly appreciated. But without any further ado, let's sit back, relax and enjoy some entitled parents. Families should be your number one priority on a flight. Sorry, what? I know I always start my posts like this, but my eldest sister is a flight attendant, and she has to deal with a lot of entitled parents. This one is a story she told me around a year ago, but I still remember it. My brain is weird, and I remember a lot of things, but can never remember anything to do with schoolwork. Anyway, my sister's flight this time around was one on those planes where you don't have any assigned seats, and it's first come, first serve. These sorts of planes don't have first class, and all the seats are pretty much the same. I am now calling all disabled passengers or passengers requiring assistance boarding the plane, such as pregnant women, passengers with wheelchairs, or senior passengers. Please have your boarding passes ready and your passport on the photo card. It's a very weird process since in Britain, everyone just queues up and usually most of the priority passengers are at the back. So it's an awkward process where some people have to move back or to the side to let the other passengers go forward. At this moment in time, most wheelchair passengers cannot really maneuver properly since it is very crowded and usually end up running over a toe or two, but usually no one makes a bigger deal than K. People who were involved in this story. S, sister. She's 5'4", skinny, but is an awesome flight attendant. OFA, the other flight attendant, mostly silent during this story. M, mother, sorry about the entitled thing. ED, entitled dad, probably a Karen as well. K, kid. WD, wheelchair dude, sweet old man. Ouch! Mummy, someone stood on my foot. Oh no, Angel, I'll give it a kiss on the plane. Parents, is this normal? Because if someone ran over my foot, my mum would say I was at fault. The entitled dad glares at the wheelchair dude. Watch where you're going, mate. You run over my girl's foot. Did I? I'm very sorry, kid. I didn't mean to. Would a piece of chocolate make it feel better? No, I want to go on the plane now. My feet probably hurt more than yours, and I want to sit. She probably thought the man was sat down because he was tired. She was young, around 3 years old. You heard her, mate. Let her go on before you. Excuse me, sir. This happened near the front of the gate, but we only allow priority passengers to board first. Your daughter will have to wait. No, families should be your number one priority. You should let them board first because children are much more difficult to handle. I'm sorry, sir, but families with small children are next to board. We want to help the people who need getting into their seats before anyone else. Come on, wheelchair dude, let me help you get to the plane. She takes wheelchair dude's wheelchair handles and wheels him off. We will be boarding now. Practically throws the passport at my sister. Sorry, we are boarding priority passengers only. Get to the back of the line. Entitled dad, stop. Sorry about this. He gets stressed by travel. So does literally everyone? It's okay. Please wait your turn. Entitled dad scoffs, grabs his completely fine kid and storms off, leaving the mum to scurry after them. My sister thanks everyone for their support and loves sitting in my room when she comes home, reading all your comments. That's one of the first times we've seen an entitled dad who, is it a Darren or is it a Richard? Something like that. But an entitled dad without an entitled mum. Wow. Entitled mum wants to give me my birthday present to her mortified kid. Assaults me. The players. Me, entitled mum, kid. So I was on a bus, heading to an appointment. I wasn't feeling 100%, plus had just squeezed 2 small humans out a few days ago, so I was wearing my comfy clothes. These consisted of black Harlem, Aladdin style, stretchy pants, my Converse, a vest top, and my favourite zip-up hoodie. This hoodie was one that was given to me by my mother for my birthday a few years ago, and has the Tokyo Ghoul logo on the front left part and on the back, has Kaneki's mask. Woman and her young son, maybe 12 or so, get on. Son instantly notices my hoodie, gets excited and asks me about it. We have a nice little chat about the show, etc. when suddenly his mother asks me for it. Are you not a bit old to be watching the same cartoons as a kid? Is it not weird to wear clothes of a cartoon? Well, it's not exactly a small kids show. Plus, I love this hoodie. My ma got it for me. I think you're too old for this stuff. I wouldn't waste my time with it. Me? Because I don't have time for this. Well, I'm an adult who can do as she chooses, thank you. I then asked her kid, if you want any recommendations for other shows, I'll be happy to write them down for you. Or if you like the hoodie, I know a site that sells stuff like this. Kid is happy. I write down the site. Mother is giving me stink eye. Instead of giving him a website, you could just give him your hoodie. Ma'am, no, it's hers. It wouldn't fit me anyway. I don't think so, sorry. It means too much to me. We could alter it to fit you. You're just being selfish. What kind of adult are you anyway? Cartoon clothes, pink hair, and all that stuff on your face. I have facial piercings. I'm used to comments. What must your mother think? My mother encouraged me to be myself actually, and I like myself, so... My stop is coming up, so I motion to move. Ah, I knew you were a junkie. You're getting off at this town, hospital stop. Explains a lot. Give me the hoodie. The kid looks horrified at this, is slinking down in his chair to hide. I'm not an addict, and even if I was, mocking someone for an addiction is kind of low, isn't it? Not a good example for your son. Well, I'm glad you don't have any kids. They'd be screwed. As she says this, I'm trying to move down the aisle past her seat, but it's slow going because of the queue. The second she says this, she punches me in the stomach hard, and I just buckle. Pretty horrendous pain, I won't lie. Entitled mother looks terrified. Son starts crying. I heave my post-baby body up and give her the evils while another passenger calls the driver. Driver boots them off after asking did I want to press charges. I chose not to because her kid was in hysterics once the police were mentioned, and I didn't want to upset him more. I did take sick delight in watching her be stranded as I walked past her to go to the hospital. I spat out at her. I do have kids, by the way. I had twins a few days ago. I'm going to my checkup, you humpy dense woman. Stop bleeding, you're scaring my baby. Short one, I had to live through this month. Me, manifestation of entropy. Girlfriend, my partner. CK, cute kid my partner is looking after. BK, woman's kid, not actually all that bad. EP, mother who doesn't understand biology. One of my partners works as a nanny, and while visiting her, we took one of the kids she looks after to a soft play area. I'll admit, I wasn't looking too much where I was going, since cute kid was being cute by being excited for the play area. Think a Chuck E. Cheese without the food. Now, these places have heavy outdoors, probably to keep any potential escapees from getting out. But once you've gotten them slightly open, they tend to swing open at speed. Someone leaving obviously didn't see me because I turned just in time to get a face full of door. Hurt a lot, and I must have caught the edge of a panel or something since I get a big cut on my forehead. Now, any fan of pro wrestling can tell you that forehead wounds like to bleed. A lot. So I try to play off the injury and we send the cute kid off to play. I'm sitting on one of the benches nearby when my girlfriend runs off to try and find a first aid kit when the real trouble starts. Mummy, what's wrong with that man? I look up to see a little girl of about 4 tugging on her mother's hand and gesturing in my direction. The mother is too engrossed in her game of Candy Crush or whatever to actually look. Just go play, sweetie, come on. Mummy, I think he's really hurt. The entitled mum finally looks up in my direction and sees my face is now mostly a crimson mask where I've tried and failed to stop the bleeding. She starts her approach. Excuse me, can you do that outside? I'm sorry, what? You're disturbing the children. I'd like to point out at this point that hers is the only kid who was even noticed. Sorry, my partner has gone to try and find someone and a first aid kit. No, you need to leave. You're upsetting my daughter. The kid does look a little concerned, so I try to defuse the situation. Hey there, kiddo. Nothing to worry about, just a silly scratch. Doesn't even hurt. Do not talk to my daughter. I didn't say you could talk to my child. I'm sorry? Thankfully, my partner comes over with a staff member and a green box in hand. The guy starts mopping up the blood as I lose sight in one eye. Please, throw this man out, he's scaring my daughter. Ma'am, he's seriously hurt. Please let me get him sorted. It's really not that bad. He's terrorizing my baby. I saw him cut himself open. He has something. Jesus, lady, can you just back off? We're not safe. We're not safe. She runs out of the building, dragging her daughter roughly behind her. As she leaves, there's a horrifically loud bang that we theorize was the sound of the daughter hitting the heavy door as it closed, since her mother was in a hurry. We later found out that the police had arrived later after they'd had a report of a crazy wielding maniac, but we were gone before they turned up. Not exactly encouraging response time for the police, but that's another issue. I can just imagine the door actually did hit the daughter, and then the daughter turns around and says, mummy, I'm bleeding or whatever, and then the mum just starts screaming saying, I'm not safe. Hey everyone, I hope you all had a really good day and that you enjoyed that video. If you want to check out some other videos, then click on screen right now or check out the playlist down below. If you want to submit your own stories or talk with people in the community, then join the Discord in the top link in the description. But thank you so much for watching and I'll see you very soon.